right, my name is Gurveer Brah, and this is Screen Off Script. Today, I'm here with Cooper Tomlinson to talk about Obsession, which is now available to watch at home. First off, Cooper, congrats on all the dope stuff that's happening in your life. Like, genuinely, man, it's so cool.
Thank you. It's been fun.
I mean, I wanted to kind of get into something that's been pretty amazing that I saw that happen recently, and I don't think we could ignore it. Kid Cudi brought you on stage after using a One Wish Willow. How the hell did that happen? Like, that's amazing.
The guy's a fan of he's a fan of the movie. He loves us. We connected online and I got to see one of his movies the other day that he directed and acted and wrote, which was really cool. He's a very talented, multi-hyphenate. And he texts me, he's like, he wanted us to come to the show, but he's like, I want you guys to come out for Pursuit of Happiness and rage with me. That's what he texted me. And I texted, Indy, Michael, and Megan. I was like, you guys want to do this? They're like, yeah. And so I brought him the One Wish Willow. I said, you should crack this when we come out and make a wish. And he loved it. And it was the one of the best moments of my life. I'm never going to be a rock star, but that was always a dream of mine to, be out there on stage. Wow.
And specifically Cuddy, like I could tell. I saw pictures and I was like, this guy's cheesing. He loves Kid Cudi. I love Kid Cudi. I grew up with Kid Cudi. And it's like, clearly you're like a humongous fan. So I can't imagine a better person to have that experience with.
Yeah.
I mean, just before I even get off that, what is your favorite Kid Cudi song?
Day and Night is amazing.
Classic. That's what got me into it too, 100%.
Mhm.
I mean, the cool thing actually, I was just online today and I saw that Obsession took over Sinners as the highest grossing live action original movie of the 2020s.
Wow.
Crazy.
Unreal.
Incredible. I now people are gonna be able to watch this at home now. I hope everybody got to see that amazing like in theater experience. But I was also thinking like when I was a kid, I didn't watch The Exorcist in theaters, and I still thought it was amazing. With this movie leaving theaters, can you tell me just how you look back at that experience that you've had with people in theaters, and how do you like kind of shape your head around like how amazing that experience has been?
It was so cool. I'm so glad like everybody the majority has really gotten to see it and in enjoy it and laugh and yell in the theater and hopefully tell those stories. I mean, I heard stories growing up about what it was like going to, Star Wars in 77 and like Top Gun and how awesome those experiences were. And I hope these live on the same way for my kids or grandkids, in those generations.
And I see that like I was just watching you on Almost Friday, and I just saw like how
Uh,
much you value that in theater experience. Like that's a beautiful thing. How do you
dude,
kind of like?
you don't,
No,
sorry, finish your question. And yeah,
no. Go,
I
go.
was just saying you don't think about it until you're watching. Here's a great. Uh, I was watching Invisible Man the other day. I was showing it to my girlfriend. I saw it in the theater, and it was when I saw it in the theater like 6 years ago. It was one of the best theater experiences of my life. I showed it to my girlfriend, so excited to show her one scene, and she loved it. But the reaction in my living room versus in the theater was so different. And being able to see Obsession in the theater and see this communal experience made me go, we got to go to the theater. Like people, we got to get out there. I saw the invite with Seth Rogen the other day, and like people laughing, and like you're not gonna get that. It's still gonna be a great movie at home, but you're not gonna get what you could get. Get out there.
The tension of that movie. I don't want to divert from this, but like the invite, number one, it's amazing. But it's like kind of what I love about that because I saw Obsession at TIFF, and I just watched the invite, and it's that feeling of just everyone's on the exact same wavelength. Every weird, awkward moment, everyone's sharing that together. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what the cool thing is? I feel like what we're seeing right now, like we're obviously like different waves in Hollywood, and I feel like the cool thing is we're seeing a lot of studios look for like content creators, and like you see that thing where they're looking at like stories on Reddit after like the success of
Yeah.
like Obsession and Backrooms. Before we even get to that point, what's like I feel like you're like the right person to ask this question, but like what's the warning that you'd give like studios or even like aspiring filmmakers to make sure that they don't end up on the bad part of that wave that you feel like is about to come?
Um, just really have a good story, and have have good I don't know, have good collaborators around you to talk through story with. It's not just about having a following and having views. Like you got to put in the work, and Curry and I really put in the work to get here. Um, you know, we're YouTubers. We love being YouTubers, but you know, Curry's also a filmmaker. We happen to put our stuff on YouTube because it didn't find its way onto into a festival or something. So we were like, how about we just throw it on here and see what happens? Like, you know, it's about story at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I can tell. Like, I mean, I'm glad that you guys are starting to see yourself in different ways because I love seeing that. I love seeing the people grow. You know what I mean? Like, starting off YouTube is such an amazing platform to give everybody a voice, but to see people be able to get opportunity outside of that, I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of advice, Steven Spielberg was talking about how much you loved Obsession. I'm sure you saw that. I'm sure everyone's talked to you about that. But the quote that I feel like people aren't talking about is where he said, "Don't let wild success go to your heads because you make your next movie, you're starting from scratch." I love that quote. And
Yes,
it's kind of
that
like,
is a great, yeah, it really is a great quote.
what did you
Um,
think about that when you first saw it? And like, how did you kind of, because it is like the biggest compliment to say, like, look how amazing this experience is, but also like set you up for success later on.
Yeah, people keep asking me like, "How's life these days?" And it's like, it's great, but it's the same. I'm working on the next thing. Curry and I were lucky enough to shoot Anything But Ghosts. We shot Obsession, and I know it didn't have $370 million in the box office, a year and a half ago, but we did that movie, and kind of like when we shoot a sketch and we put it out there. All right, let's get to the next one. Let's keep creating. And we got to do that. So he's totally right. And man, just having Spielberg see the movie, I was like, I wonder when he's gonna see it. I was like, if I wonder when he's seen it. Like I mean, he was a huge inspiration to me growing up. Probably the first director I really knew of. My grandfather showed me Duel at a really young age, and um, I think there's so many similarities to him and Curry. So to have him say all that and see it, it's just awesome.
Can I ask you what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean by similarities? Because I'm sure your perspective is cooler than what I even think.
Yeah, I mean, just like first off, the age they both started at, with the tools they had, like in different eras, and the problems they overcome in making low budget movies like Duel and like Jaws, Milk and Cereal, Obsession, and on and on. Like and their filmmaking styles. Curry's. Uh, I won't say too much, but you'll see in Ghosts, like there's some similarities to some Spielberg stuff in there, which is a lot of fun. But like, yeah, I just there's so many similarities with both of them, in my opinion.
Does it feel weird because you can't talk about that movie?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's kind of tough because like I'm like a lot of this comes from my latest experience, but
yeah,
yeah,
amazing. Last question I got, and I want to end this on the hardest question imaginable. All right, as someone who's obsessed with movies, what's the coolest movie you've ever seen and why?
the coolest
Coolest,
movie I've ever seen.
coolest.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Okay, why?
Because it's got action, comedy, drama, great story. Some of the best stunts I've ever seen. Um, it's so grounded, and it's like it's got this rhythm to it. Everything is aces. The opening of that movie with "Ain't That a Kick in the Head," with Dean Martin. It's the best. That's
That's
the
so good.
coolest movie that comes to mind.
That's great. I love that, and I'm not surprised. I would love to see you guys do something that's like in the action genre too. I feel like you guys could really kill that.
Yeah, that's a dream of mine. Tom Cruise is one of my heroes, and I hope to do something like that one day.
Amazing. Genuinely, thank you so much for your time. And dude, congratulations on obviously your success. Everyone's telling you that, but like you guys are really proof that like one great project can change your whole life. And I love to see that.
Thank you.
It's inspiring stuff, man.
Thank you.
And genuinely, congrats on everything but Ghost, and really looking forward to seeing that as well.
We'll talk about it soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much, man. Talk soon.